Good morning. It's a rainy start to this Wednesday. Hopefully, though, your day has fun plans in store. So glad you can spend some time with us here on 3+U this morning. As we all know, this is really the perfect time of year to go and venture out into the Chattanooga area, discover the beauty of the Tennessee Valley. And once the rain is gone and away, we know you're going to want to do that this weekend. So it's the perfect time to have Darlene Carlson join us. She's with Audubon Acres over in East Brainerd, and she has big plans for you to come out and be a part of on Sunday. Good to see you this morning, Darlene.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. So once these rains wash away, hopefully it'll be nice and dry on Sunday, and y'all are doing something with like a wildlife rehabilitation. Is that right?
That's correct. In conjunction for Fox Sake Wildlife Rescue, we are doing a little program called Meet Our Wild Ambassadors. It will start at 1:30 on Sunday, and it is basically about animal rehabilitation, and there will be 3 ambassador animals there, 2 turtles, one that has a 3D printer shell, as well as a juvenile bobcat.
Wait, you said the turtle has a what? A 3D?
A 3D printer shell on it. So it's a very interesting story of this poor little turtle.
Wow. I won't make you give that away. You want folks to come out and find out for themselves the story behind it, but I've never heard of such a thing. Okay.
Yep, it's very interesting. Yep.
I think that people are surprised, I'm sure you see it all the time, when they come to Audubon Acres for the first time, because to get to it, you leave one of the most congested areas of Chattanooga right there at Gun Barrel and East Brainerd, and before you know it, you're in this sanctuary.
Yes, and it's lovely. It's 130 acres. South Chickamauga Creek runs through it. It's a really beautiful place.
It's also a very historical place, and so you celebrate that all throughout the year. As we head into Thanksgiving and are thinking about those early settler times, you have something called Pioneer Days.
We do. That is an event that we've been doing for a long, long time. It's gauged for elementary aged school children, and it is basically what it was like to live as a pioneer. We do demonstrations of cider press, butter churn, all types of things that you would have used to have survived back then. And so we have stations, and the children go from station to station and get to experience life in Pioneer Days.
That is a rite of passage for elementary schools around here, and typically it's been that the parents find out about it when the kids get in the car that afternoon at pickup. This year, a lot of kids are learning remotely, so do you think you might see families coming out and being a part of it?
Well, that's the change this year. We are asking people to make a reservation for it because we need to social distance the event, as you would expect. So we have a lot of different homeschool groups that are in attendance, and we're asking you to call Audubon Acres to make a reservation with us.
Now, as I'm remembering it, there's also a cabin on the property. You thought you would decorate that up this year.
Absolutely, and that will also be open for tour for Pioneer Days. But yes, we are going to create a wintry scene on the front of our log cabin, Spring Frog Cabin, built in somewhere in the early 1800s, and invite families to come out and use our front porch to create a lovely Christmas or holiday card, and just get a really neat family picture. It will be free for members, and a small donation we're asking if you're not a member of the Chattanooga Audubon Society.
And before I let you run, speaking of pictures, you've got an area of photographers in on a really fun project. They all have collaborated to create a 2021 calendar. We're all going to be very eager to flip, I think, to 2021, but talk about that.
So we did a small photography contest. This was an inaugural year for that, and we picked 12 winning photographs. They are all within 40 miles of McClellan Island, which is the island you can see from the walking bridge downtown, which is actually one of our sanctuary properties. So they're all local scenes of the Chattanooga area, and we're using it as a small fundraiser for ourselves. The calendars will be $9.95 with all local pictures in it. It's really nice.
Well, Darlene, thank you so much for your time this morning, and what a beautiful office you have to go to each and every day. Nothing better than the acreage out there.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. You can learn much more about the events that she mentioned, how you can also support the efforts there at Audubon Acres by simply going to ChattanoogaAudubon.org. The phone number 892-1499. As she mentioned, it is a sanctuary, and that's their street address, 900 North Sanctuary Road. We're back after this.
Announcing the Auto Buy Rent Stimulus Program. If you live in the immediate area, have a driver's license and income, you are qualified for a